Hi, how's everybody doing today? I'm your host Rich from Rich TV Live with Ian Parkinson, the VP of Corporate Development Capital Markets. How are you doing today, Ian?
Doing great. Doing great. Nice
Very
to meet
good.
you.
Nice to meet you too. And we're here with Emerita Resources Corp. And I have some questions for you today, Ian. First and foremost, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you got involved with Emerita Resources Corp.
Okay, that's a great question. So I'm probably I am the most recent add to the team. I spent the last 16 years on Bay Street with a series of investment banks. I was a former mining analyst at Stifel GP, CIBC World Markets before that. Primarily covering the mid-cap mining space. Emerita is a name that I followed, never actually published on it, but I was very familiar with in my past life, and decided to make the leap, leaving Stifel GP 2 weeks ago to join Emerita.
Congratulations.
Pretty excited.
Now, what would you say got you really excited about this project for you to want to get involved with it?
Quite simplistically, I wanted to get involved in a company that actually has potential to develop some mines, one or two mines. So the project base that we have is pretty exciting. It's in a phenomenal district. The Iberian Pyrite Belt in southern Spain has a multi-thousand-year history. Rio Tinto, we've both heard of Rio Tinto, I'm assuming. Rio Tinto mine is just outside our property package. We have Lundin Mining operating just across the Portuguese border. In one of our projects, First Quantum is in the area. Sandfire, these are all companies I was very familiar with from my past life. And Emerita's got a great property package in this district. So quite excited to join the team.
Fantastic. And is there any goals or catalysts that investors can look forward to with Emerita Resources Corp in 2023?
Yeah, great question. And yes, we are just finishing a 70,000 meter drill program. We should finish the physical part, the actual drilling, probably mid-February. Assays will trickle in over the next month or two. That's going to feed our maiden resource calculation. That should be done in mid-Q2, assuming there's no questions back from the VP. So we'll publish that, call it mid-part of the year. We've got 15 drills turning now. Pull back on the drilling, move to our second project, Nuevo Tintillo. We haven't drilled that yet, so that's going to be more of a mid-year event for us. Get some data on that as we push the IBW project through the development phase. We'd like to move towards either a PEA or a pre-feasibility study. That will probably be early next year. So we've got those two projects to push forward. And then we have our third project, Polar, which is stuck in a legal battle or a legal case in Spain. That's going to percolate in the background, likely be settled in 2025. We've got two other projects to move forward. Lots of catalysts, lots of
Fantastic. Now, just looking at the company's share structure, 207 million common shares outstanding, a market cap of 178 million. Is the company right now well capitalized? Is the company going to be looking to do any funding in the future?
We are well capitalized for the work program we have right now. Okay. Of course, we are in a capital intensive industry. To advance these projects, we will need to raise additional capital. But right now, I'm comfortable with our cash balance. And we can, all the catalysts I just mentioned, we have the cash to pay those bills.
Fantastic. And we've got investors here at Rich TV Live from all over the world that are looking for companies that are undervalued, underappreciated, and underexposed. What would you say to some of those investors that are looking at Emerita Resources Corp for the first time today?
If you look at our recent share price, we were north of $4 once upon a time, traded back down to the 75, 80 cent range. I'd love to retrace that previous share performance. But what I think is important here is our projects are in well-established mining districts. This is not a science experiment. There are miners all over this district. It's also a very, very safe jurisdiction. We've seen political risk creep up parts of Latin America, South America, etc. It's part of southern Spain. Very, very safe business environment, mining friendly. It's got all the contractors that we need, qualified employees. This is more than these issues are often ignored or misunderstood by a lot of investors. We've got all the tools that we need to advance the project. That's
fantastic. And if there was one thing that you would want an investor that's looking at Emerita Resources Corp for the first time today to know about this project, what would it be?
We've got a historic resource, so these projects have been worked in the past. we're not reinventing the wheel. The historic resource is non-NI 43-101 compliant. We are doing the work to bring it up to that current standard. But this is not a science experiment in some far-flung jurisdiction. It's a mining-friendly jurisdiction. We're just walking and tackling this. This is not a massive science experiment.
Fantastic. And for anyone that's watching that's interested in Emerita Resources Corp that would like to get in contact with you or get in contact with the company, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Reach us through the website. I believe it's info@emeritaresources.com. Or social media. We've got a social media presence on Twitter. Conventional methods.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so much. I'm here with Ian Parkinson with Emerita Resources Corp. This is Rich from Rich City Live from the Vancouver Resources Conference Center, VRIC, saying have a nice day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.